Hello, I'm going to talk today about morning rituals for positivity and promoting mental health. And I thought I'd talk about some of the rituals that I have and that I've developed over many years. Started off with a few, I've increased that, but I have like a number of things that I do every day. Sometimes if I have more time, I'll spend longer on certain aspects of those rituals, and other days I will just do a few things and maybe do certain aspects of that ritual practice at a later point in the day. But the things that are really important for me in order to stay grounded, in order to prevent myself from feeling completely overwhelmed, especially at the moment when we're in a pandemic, and in the UK we've just gone into our third lockdown. We're in January, it's the start of the year, it's a time for most people when they struggle with mood and with emotional well-being at this point in the year, and we're in a lockdown and we really don't know how long this is going to go on for. When things are out of our control and we don't know how long things will continue, and there are things that are being imposed upon us which again are out of our control, that can be really difficult for us to manage in the long term. So one of the things that I've tried to do personally through this whole period is take one day at a time, not try and plan ahead too far, not make plans which are then going to have to be broken, and that can lead to disappointment and negative feelings coming up as a result of that. Frustration, anger, irritation. So in the morning, what I try to do in order to set the tone, set the pace for the day ahead, is to have a stretch when I wake up in bed. So before I even get out of bed, it's just to stretch my body and just welcome the day. Look out of the window, to look at the sky, to be present in that moment. I then spend a little bit of time just coming downstairs slowly, waking up, welcoming in the day and making a drink before I come into a quiet space where I light a candle every day. There may be certain people that I want to particularly connect with and remember in that lighting of the candle, sending out positive vibes, well-being, or any other message that you want to send out or connect with that person on that particular day. And then I light some incense, and again I have a variety of different incenses, so I'll choose one that feels right for me on that day. After that, I will read something from one of my books, again, that I'll select on the day that I'll find particularly helpful, supportive or inspirational to me at that time. And I don't mean masses, it might just be a couple of sentences. It might be a poem, it could be something that is particularly resonating with me. I have a perennial diary from Findhorn, and that's something that I work with every day, and usually the other things are in addition to Eileen Caddy's perennial diary. And after those few minutes of quiet reflection, I will do something to stretch and move my body. So this may be some yoga practice, it may be something a little bit more intense. I've started doing high interval training, intensity training in the last year, which I've really enjoyed for cardio and upper body strength. And I love that. I love the fact that I enjoy the music. I like the people that I do those sessions with, and it's given a different aspect to me connecting with my body and moving my body. And there is an element of almost dance in that, which again I've really enjoyed and found real joy in moving my body in different ways. A walk outside in nature, either early in the morning or later in the day, is something that I find particularly helpful. And again, it doesn't have to be a long walk, 20 minutes outside in nature, amongst some trees, in a garden, your own garden, local park, around the block, whatever it is. Even if you're in the city, I'm in the city, but I am fortunate to have a park within 10 minutes walk, so I can get to some mature trees and get to some open space in quite a short period of time. If you don't have that, there will be within your neighbourhood some trees, some greenery, some aspect of nature that you can connect with. And if you really can't get outside due to physical ill health or restraints or shielding, whatever it may be, visualising yourself in nature is really powerful. It's a tonic to the immune system. And we know from the science now that visualising has the same kind of impact on the body as actually being out there in nature with the trees in your garden, whatever that may be. Breathing, taking a breath. I will usually use some pranayama, do some pranayama breathing practice as part of my morning stretch, especially if I'm doing a yoga, 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever I may have time for on that day. I will usually include some kind of breathing practice. It's important for balancing the left and right hemispheres of the brain, important for boosting immune function, and for assisting circulation. So it works on so many different levels and different aspects of the body. But if I haven't done some breathing early in the day, and there is a point in the day where I'm feeling tired or overwhelmed or anxious, or I've been listening to the news and I've recognised that my thoughts have gone off, then I will take 2 minutes to ground my energy again and to breathe, to focus mindfully on that breath, to breathe in and to breathe out, and to acknowledge the in-breath, to acknowledge the out-breath, to just come back to that place of balance, of stillness, of quiet reflection, which enables me to reconnect with my body and to come back to the present moment. Morning rituals and things that you can do at the start of the day in just a few minutes. So even if you are heading out to work and you only want to take 5 minutes in the morning, there are things in there that you can include in that 5 minutes early morning practice. And if you do that on a daily basis for a month, I guarantee that you will feel some difference. You will notice some difference in the way that you think, in the way that you feel, and maybe in both, in how you respond, in how you react to people, situations, and events, to the level of positivity that you experience and the amount of enjoyment that you feel, receive on a day-to-day, minute-by-minute, hour-by-hour basis for the things that you do, the people that you're with, and the work that you are doing in your life, your attitude, your mindset. Something will shift, something will change. So just a few of the morning rituals that I have collected, developed, adapted over many, many years, things that work for me, but I would suggest that you try different things because you're a unique human being, and things that will work for you, different kinds of reading, inspirational reading material, music will be different for you than they are for me. It's always my absolute pleasure being here with you to share some of my reflections from this week. I have a website, I'm Vicky Marston, it's vickymarston with an i.co.uk. My Facebook page is Self-Development Leicester, where I post most days and try to post things that are inspirational and current. So please leave me some comments or feedback, or let me know if there's anything that you would like me to talk about. And until the next time, I wish you good health. Thank you.